So I've received 5 boxes or 5 weeks worth of HelloFresh that had miscellaneous issues with them, starting with the primary reason for not being able to use the box is that the meat was squished so much that it started coming out of the sealed package that it was in. Now, it takes a lot of pressure to push meat through a sealed package. So obviously it was airborne, or air got to it, and I wasn't able to eat that meat. The shipping on these things is roughly 4 days, and the product is good for 7 to 8 days, they say. So I couldn't use any of the meat that's airborne or open to the air. I don't know what date that actually says that this shipped. I can look that information up online. So when we called customer service, they recommend using FedEx instead of UPS because they said that there was less issues with FedEx. So we did that, and the very first week that we shipped from FedEx, had our HelloFresh box shipped from FedEx, we didn't receive the box at all. In fact, it was delayed at the FedEx place. And we ended up receiving it 8 days after it was originally shipped, or 3 days past the due date. Or no, it was 4 days because it was supposed to come on a Saturday and it came on a Wednesday. So we couldn't use the meat in that box because they were all bad already, had expired. Then we received last week's box, and last week's box had crushed eggs. And so the egg juice was all over the place. And fortunately, it didn't get on any of the vegetables. And the ones that it did get on, they were already sealed in a bag. So everything was good with that. Except for they gave us 2 boxes and 2 meats. And one of our meals was a vegetarian meal. But one of the boxes for the meats didn't show up. So essentially, they just didn't bother giving us the third individual box inside this big, huge box, shipping box. So I called and complained and said, hey, what's up? This is the 5th week of complaints of not receiving product, or just receiving product squished and not able to use. And they keep on saying we're sorry, and they keep on giving us credit. And consequently, we haven't paid for a box in about 4 weeks. But it's a little old. And we're going to the store more often now to go purchase meals because we kind of budget for this. Anyhow, so I picked this box up. It just got delivered. As you can see, the box is kind of a rough shape. We even have some unsealed packaging right here. I don't know what's going on here. The tape's already opened, but I promise you I have not tampered with this box or anything. I haven't even turned it upside down, so I don't even know what the bottom of the box looks like. So I'm going to unbox this and see if we actually get all of our meals, because I'm starting to feel like that HelloFresh doesn't believe me. I've asked to speak to their customer service managers. They took my phone number and never bothered calling back. So they give us these little handy-dandy coupons to buy other services. These are the meals that we're supposed to have. They actually are pretty good meals and good produce selection, and typically very fresh. Let me wipe this camera lens off real quick. That didn't really make a difference, did it? I mean, chicken gone nuts? Yeah, why not? Alright, so the bags are all supposed to be sealed up. This is Mylar that insulates, keeps the cold air inside. It's sealed up as well. Let's see here. Alright, so far so good. We got our 3 boxes. One should be a vegetarian. No, wait. Let's see. Creamy mushroom pork chops. I thought I got a vegetarian one, but I guess my wife changed it, so no big deal. Alright, so right off the bat, we've got stuff leaking all over the side here. And there is stuff at the bottom. You see, I haven't even gone that far yet. But I don't know if you can see with this camera lens. It's just a cell phone camera in my shaky hand. But there's already juice at the bottom, so I'm afraid that we're going to have to call them again. We'll see. I'm not trying to be overly picky, but when it's stuck to the box like that, that's not good. And this is sizzling beef stir fry. There's a whole bunch of vegetables in there, so whatever this is probably getting all over the place. See, the box is about ready to fall out. I mean, what kind of quality is that? Hopefully it's not, I don't know. I'm tired of this company already. And this video will go viral. I'm done with playing games with HelloFresh. Look, so there is what I was talking about. Meat juice all over the place. They use these ginormous ice packs. There you go. They use these ginormous ice packs that they're actually rather heavy. It's just so frustrating. The ice is halfway thawed. That can't be good. Look at that. Now look at all that meat juice. Look at all that. It's just disgusting. So now we get to dig in here with all this rotten meat, basically, and find out where all this juice came from. Any guesses? Look at that. Pretty sure that's one of them. Yep, there you go. See the juice dripping off? I mean, I can't use any of this now. For the safety of my kids, who knows how long this meat's been exposed. This is just stuck right against the side of the package. But it feels like it's pretty... Look at that. That's just disgusting. Can't even read the label. I have a feeling that the FDA definitely needs to get involved in this, because this is really not good for if it gets mixed in with the vegetables. Something what they call it, cross-contamination. All sorts of good stuff that gets thrown in there. This one. This one looks okay. So it's just that one pork chop. There's always one meat. I get a lot of meats that are okay. No meat juice dripping out of this one, it looks like. So that's good. I mean, you can see right there, I mean, just how poor they seal these things. Let me zoom back. Oh, it is. They're not sealed very well at all. It's right on the edge. But it looks like that meat's okay. What I'm looking for is the air escaping the meat. I mean, if the package isn't sucked to the meat, then there's air exposed inside the package. I mean, this definitely needs to go viral, because people can get sick off this stuff, get food poisoning. I'm not a doctor or scientist or anything like that, so I don't know exactly what kind of food poisoning they would get, but everything I learned in food class was don't mix the raw meat with raw vegetables. Here we are, though, mixing raw meat with raw vegetables with packaging that can't even hold the meat together. So this was a free box because they give us a credit. They won't ever take care of the problem. They're not willing to work with me. They just keep on giving me free boxes. And unfortunately, as you can see, I can't use half of this stuff. This box has it all over. And we can only presume that that's meat juice. Has it all over, and you can see there's vegetables inside. So what happens to the meat? Or the vegetable? It's all over freaking... It has meat juice all over it. Sorry if I'm not thinking straight, but I'm a little upset. So look, those are all the vegetables. You see right down there, there's some moisture that got exposed into the thing. There's all sorts of stuff all over the leaf. I don't know what that is. This is all wet, so who knows what's all over that. It's not the freshest produce I've seen either. Look at that. I'm not supposed to squeeze a bell pepper, but whatever, I would still use it. It's just, it's frustrating. I can't even get a meal. And all they want to do is credit me, take my phone number, and never contact me back. Well, it's going to end. Because I have no choice but to make this video go viral, you know? Giving them opportunities to work with me, and they even recommend switching carriers, and here we are. We don't even want to get meals. This is Saturday. We don't want meals for the weekend. We want meals for the week. There you go. Thank you, HelloFresh. Not so fresh.